what's going on, guys? This is Mast, and welcome back to some more SMITE Conquest. Today we're going to be taking our first look at Danzaburou in the ADC role, but before we get into that, we've got some things to talk about, including Season 8, as well as the little break-in videos for anybody who missed it. So let's go ahead and start with that. There was a little bit of a break. It was like 2 weeks or something. I thought it'd be a little bit less, but I got really into Tarkov, and the reason for that break was that Tarkov wiped. So I put a little post up about it on YouTube and on Twitter. I don't know. I think those posts are pretty visible, but I never see people post from people that I'm subscribed to, and I don't know if that's just not a thing they do or if it's not visible, but I got a lot of comments on it and stuff, so I'm assuming a lot of you guys know about it. But yeah, that's why there was a break. We are getting back from the break, and we are going to be getting back to actually consistent content, as well as some Tarkov content somewhat soon, but I think that's going to take a little while because I don't want to, there's going to be a lot more editing involved with Tarkov content. I don't want to try and force that too much. It's going to take a lot of time. The other thing is there might be some audio issues with this video as I clap everyone's face. Oh my god. Sobek, what? I guess they killed Sylv. Maybe it wasn't the worst thing. I don't know why that man ran back up. I actually choked the auto. You're kidding. I actually choked the auto. That sucks so much. We could add both. Yeah, what was I going to say? Audio issues. We might have audio issues in this video. I don't think we will. I think I finally got them fixed up. But for some reason, when I recently got back to recording from playing Tarkov, I had some mic problems. So I ended up having to mess with that, and there was worse mic problems than I've ever had. Let me clap you for this one. Yeah, she thought she won that. She didn't. Danzaburou nutty. Alright, we're just gonna clap Sobek. He's got minions, so. Yeah, let me knock it, big minion, please. Thank you. Alright, now we kill him, I think. Archers, please stop. Damn, we don't quite get a kill him there. I think if we went for the kill, I think we died to archers. So I had to dip out. That was kind of ridiculous. Do we really die to the mid? Oh, I didn't flick it in time. I don't think it matters. We died to a 2-man rotation, and Nike DC'd Pog. Hopefully Nike comes back, but she's level 1, so this is probably already over. Good old just regular servers, man. I get spoiled with PTS matchmaking, and we get back to regular servers, get a great start. Oh, maybe we get to play this one out. We'll see. I was going to say we get a great start to the video where we just slap the shit out of duo lane and only die to a 4-man gank. And then, DC problems. But we'll see what happens. Anyways, I've had mic issues. I think they're fixed, but just, fair warning, might end up having parts of this video muted if the mic issues show up. And I'll try and, put up, text warnings and stuff like that so it doesn't just seem like randomly I'm quiet or anything. But I don't think it'll be a problem. It's just something I wanted to bring up. Another thing to talk about is Season 8 is on the way, and it's coming very soon, and I'm really excited about it. And unfortunately, we would have some PTS footage of Season 8, because I've actually been recording over the past few days, but those mic problems came up during that, and that video was just, that footage was kind of bad, just because it sounded absolutely terrible. So, we're not going to end up having any Season 8 footage quite yet. Once PTS comes back up, we will, and obviously once actual Season 8 comes out, we will as well. But I'm really excited for it so far. My first impressions are that there's been basically only good changes. I can't think of anything that was a bad change. Get rid of this Calder real quick. Damn, the ice did work, man. I'm so far from my Sylv. See if we can taunt both off this. Not quite. Unfortunate, man. We're gonna see if we can clap Sobek. By the way, we will... Oh, what a pull! My man's nutty! I think we died to ganks here. I hate the walls with the one, man. It's so miserable. It's so miserable. We're gonna run. I originally was gonna go in to see if we could save Sylv, but we do not get to save Sylv, so we're just gonna dip. Yeah, a lot of stuff just happened. I completely lost where I was. So let's go ahead and talk a little bit about Danzaburou. Oh, we were talking about Season 8. Real quick, we'll talk about Season 8. The map is bigger. The jungle is larger. There are more camps to do in the jungle. Junglers no longer just get automatic sustain, and there's more items which will diversify builds. So basically everything so far in Season 8 looks really, really good to me. So I'm actually really excited about it. But obviously we'll talk more about Season 8 once we actually get into some Season 8. So for now, let's go ahead and start talking about Danzaburou, because this video is so overdue in the making. I actually had one at one point that I decided I didn't want to upload. So this has been a month delayed, I think, or something like that. Danzaburou's been out for a while now. But something that I think I brought up at some point, I don't remember for sure, is I actually really like Danzaburou. I think Danzaburou is my favorite ADC in SMITE. And that might seem really weird, I'm not sure. He definitely has a unique feel as a character. But a lot of what I like about him is something that I brought up in a video that I forgot I even made that talked about SMITE's god design. And a lot of characters in Smite just have very simplistic, dull designs that just aren't particularly fun. And they don't really have like a great goal in mind with those designs. A lot of them are either not really like goal-oriented or goal-oriented in too simplistic of a way. And Danzaburou did something really... They knocked him up over my auto, huh? Nice. Good kill, man. Good kills, man. That was really good. Oh, God. Clap. Alright, we're about to get a Circuit on our ass. Let's see if we can turn with the taunt. Oh my... That was so good, man. We actually played that perfect. Oh, I was gonna U-Rock, and then I was gonna realize that would be at Thanatos, and that would make me look like such a dick. Silv played that really well, man. Oh my god, Silv is doing work right now. Even though I'm about to tell him he can rotate, because I don't think he needs to keep staying here. But, yeah, I'm keep getting lost, man. This is absolute frag fest of a duel lane. We're getting ganked non-stop. We were talking about Danzaburou, right? Yeah, we were talking about kits. Danzaburou's kit's really, really cool, where, like, let's talk about some examples that come to mind for me. Like, Hui is, like, kind of a fun character to play, but I really hate Hui's design, because basically what you do with Hui is mark someone with your 2, and then just, like, throw out your abilities and just CC chain damage the shit out of them off of having your 2. That's basically what Hui does. Obviously, it's a little bit simplified, but it's not very simplified. Like, he's actually a really simple god to play. And the only ways that he's not simple is like, oh, his ricochet is hard to land. Like, you can make some good mechanical plays with him and stuff, but you don't think much with him, right? You just play Hui. And one thing that's really cool about Danzaburou is he has a lot of abilities that, like, flow together, but don't inherently, like, break off of each other. So, like, you can 2, and then 1, and that's decent because you have a CC for your 1, but it's not like some broken-ass combo that you need to do. It's just a little bit helpful and it flows, you know? He has a lot of stuff like that where his kit feels good to use in different orders, but they don't just feel like you have to play it a certain way because otherwise he's bad, if that makes any sense. And there's a lot of other gods in the game that we can talk about. I don't want to dive into all of that, but the reason I like him so much as a character is he has 4 abilities that kind of play off of each other, but don't like oh my god, words. Did I just develop a stutter? Don't specifically play off each other in a specific order, which is really, really nice, man. It's really, really nice. I love it a lot. Alright, I think we're just going to try and get to Scotty. Damage immune, Pog. Oh, I'm potatoing these autos. I think we get a kill if I don't. Yeah, one thing to note, by the way, his 1 is such an obnoxious ability. Okay, this man has a blink. His 1 is so obnoxious to the walls. Like, before we dive into the abilities and what they do and all that stuff, yeah, one thing to note that I have absolutely hated with Danzaburou, and I hope gets changed, is his 1 in walls, man. When you fight in the jungle, it's either broken because you just, like, manipulate the shit out of bouncing the 1, or it's just terrible because you can't possibly hit someone because the 1 just bounces, like, 10 feet away from the... Look at this, man. Look at this. There's so much room that it could not be bouncing off of walls, but it is. It looks, it's clunky. I don't like it. But let's go ahead and start finally talking about Danzaburou's abilities, and kind of how we want to play him in general. That scared the shit out of me. I thought I was getting ganked. His 1 is really, really good. His 1 is why we are absolutely clapping cheeks right now here in the early game, as well as our ultimate, but mostly the 1. It does a lot of damage. It has multiple sources of damage. It's pretty easy to hit. It's got a big AoE, so you can potentially hit multiple people. It's a really, really strong ability. So it does up to 290 damage at max rank. Normally, you're just focused on the actual projectiles. There is the whole little money bag explosion that I'm assuming a lot of people are like, oh shit, if I can hit that, it'll be so good. It's not that good. It doesn't do that much. I don't know why Scotty's rotating, but that's fine. I will take a 3-level lead. I don't mind. We are going to rotate late just in case we can clean anything up here, though. But the 1 early game is absolutely ridiculous. Late game, it's not so good. There are a lot of other ADC abilities that might, you know, like Hui Ricochet giving you a stun, On Her Impale giving you a stun / knockback. There are a lot of other ADC abilities that have, like, potentially more CC, whereas the 1 only has a small Intoxicate. So it does fall off late game, but early game it's absolutely incredible because you get AoE out of it, you get a ton of damage out of it, you also get potential gold out of it, which we'll talk about in a sec. It does a lot of things and it does it really, really well, but it does fall off late game, which I think helps balance him out a little bit. But yeah, you get the damage, you get a small Intoxicate. I guess it actually, I forgot that it actually turns into a pretty big Intoxicate once you level it up, so I'm probably sleeping on that a little bit. It's almost 1.5 seconds, but Intoxicate's a pretty mild CC compared to like stuns or fears or anything like that, obviously, right? Do we get a yoink her purple real quick? I think it's up, right? Gimme. But there is like a little money bag effect at the end here that you really don't need to worry about too much. It's just kind of like convenient bonus damage if you get it. And that, you know, it does like 20%, I want to say, of the original damage. So it doesn't do a whole lot, but it's something that every once in a while ends up doing a lot if you like splash all of them on someone that's like CC'd. If you're like fighting in your taunt or something, the money bags can do a lot potentially, but that's about it. It's just a little chance to maybe pad your damage even higher. But one thing to also note with the one that is actually, okay, we're kind of in a weird spot, even though we're really, really high level compared to these dudes. That was so good. Oh my god, Calder, you're shitting me. Okay, never mind. It wasn't that good. Calder's busted. I specifically wanted to ult Sobek Pluck, and we did. And I was like, Pog, that was a good play. And then Calder ate like 4 autos because Calder is upgraded shell times 2. So, not as good of a play. Unfortunate, man. Unfortunate. Stupid Calder. That's so lame, man. I get it. Like, you know, you gotta make... I hate that shit, dude. I hate it when Calder just turns into body blocks. It's already annoying enough you got a lock-on pet that does half her damage. But when she just eats all the damage like she's a tank, too, just... Oh, my God, dude. Fuck Scotty. I hate Scotty so much. We're gonna see if we can catch her cat. I kind of doubt it. Maybe? I'm trying to play sneaky. Oh, I shouldn't have played sneaky. Not that we get there anyways, but but she just gets a kill and dips now. Nice, there we go. At least he cleaned up. Yeah, fuck off, boys. Fuck off. Anyways, the one other thing with R1 is that if you hit an enemy god with the projectile part of your one, not the money bag part of the one, I want to clap cheeks. Then you get a gold coin that lands that either you or your allies can pick up and you get 10 gold off of it. It's not a huge deal. You definitely don't need to like sprint for it or anything. You definitely don't want to die for it. But it is something that actually ends up being really nice if you're playing aggressive in lane. You definitely get a decent gold boost off of that. And that ends up being really, really good. The 2 is something on Danzaburou that I level a lot differently than most people, I'm pretty sure. Although I guess I haven't really been looking at other streamers to confirm, but I'm pretty sure people normally max the 2 after the 1. You always want to max the 1, like it's just, you know, standard ADC stuff, max your clear forehead. But, the 2 takes so long to land that especially against better players, I don't think it's worth leveling after the 1 because it's not a consistent source of damage. So instead I prefer to level the 3 because it gives us more mobility. But as far as what our 2 does, it's pretty strong because it is a strong follow-up taunt where you're not getting DR on it. So it's really good at stacking with other CC, but otherwise it takes so long to cast and so long to taunt that you're normally not going to be able to land this unless somebody's specifically like engaging on you and like trying to auto attack you or like be in your face or whatever, doing things where the like movement is predictable, or that they're already CC to begin with and so they're like their movement's predictable because they're locked in place or they're going to move a certain direction or something like that. Oh my god, I'm just gonna ult, man. I just wanted to cut off the tier, but this shit's getting ridiculous. I missed like a bot. Nice, at least she doesn't die. I completely whiffed that, dude. That ult is so easy to land, I don't know why I missed it. What is going on in this game? Scotty's pushing tower, Hi-Rez pushing tower, the entire fucking team's trying to kill us. Fuck you. Fuck you. Stop trying to fearless me. She gets our tower. Oh my, I need to back for my 3.5k gold too. What is going on right now? Anyways, taunt does a variety of things other than taunt, but it mostly is there as a taunt. It does do potentially good damage, especially if you want to level it, but it's not really something that I think is very important on it. I definitely think the taunt aspect is the most important, and it also heals you, but the heal's pretty small, and it's not like really ever much of something to think about. Every once in a while, I think it's like, fuck it, there's absolutely no reason I use this for anything else. I'll heal off of it a little bit, but the heal is so minor, it's pretty much just a nice little like heal boost. It's honestly, I'm pretty sure it's only there for lore reasons and not for balance reasons or not for like design reasons, because it's a really mild heal. But the 3 is a really important ability for Danzaburou that I think is really easy to misuse, even though in a way it's such a simple ability. So we'll start getting into that next, but of course this game is, oh my god, Scylla clapping cheeks. Okay. Okay. Yeah, we were going to talk about the 3. I was going to go fight people and kill people, but we don't need to because Scylla did that for me. Yeah, let's do gold, why not? But the 3 does a bunch of different things, and we can talk about them real quick, and I'm not going to look at it because I want to do gold, but hopefully I won't forget any. So it slow immunes you. While you're in the circle, you get haste, which is insanely strong, and I think probably needs to get nerfed a little bit. It should probably only be a percentage of haste and not full haste. It slows enemies by 20%, and it reduces their basic attack damage by 20% as well. And then when you leave the circle, you turn into a leaf, which gives you basically double the movement speed of the circle itself, and lasts for, I think, up to 4 seconds, but will break if you act or if you are acted upon, meaning taking damage from, like, anything, getting CC'd, and of course, like, whenever you, like, auto-attack, use an ability, whatever, out of your leaf, then it'll break then as well. So the movement speed is really easy to break off, so it's potentially good mobility, but a lot of the time something that can be difficult is if you, like, 3 and instantly get hit as you turn into the leaf, you lose your leaf form, you're no longer extra mobile, and it's just easy to lock you down and kill you. So this is a really fragile ability, but it's also potentially really strong ability because you can use it for a ridiculous amount of movement speed and a ridiculous amount of mobility, as well as it's really good for boxing. But if you're trying to run away and you get broken out of your leaf form, then you're kind of fucked in a lot of situations. So it can be really, really delicate, and it just depends on the situation. Alright, I think we just stopped going duo lane, even though we're not level 20. I can do so much damage in these fights right now, it's ridiculous. Alright, last thing we can talk about is the ultimate. The ultimate is pretty simple, but basically there's 2 forms. If you just press forward once, then it's just like a lock-on rocket that goes towards whoever you're aiming at, and it has a lot of distance, and then it just stuns and does damage on landing. Or you can guide it, which is normally the way you want to use it. And in that form, you have to press forward twice, and you can just self-guide it, and you actually have a lot of movement potential with that. You have a lot of control over where you go, which is really cool. And we're going to self-guide it right here. So back. What? What? Oh, we got pulled. Okay. Alright, we probably do Pyro off this. Yeah, let's do. But yeah, basically whoever you actually land the rocket on, whether it's self-guided or not, ends up doing, I don't think we do big FG, man, ends up doing a big chunk of damage and stunning for like 1.5 seconds. And you also do half damage to people in the area, but you don't get the stun to people in the area, and it's only half damage to people in the area. So it's really important that when you're hitting a group, that you hit specifically who you're looking for, especially if that's like a squishy with a tank, because you don't want to be wasting the big stun and big damage on the tank. You want to be hitting the squishy, and that can end up being really, really bad. Like, it's easy to just be like, oh, I'm firing a rocket, hit a shitload of people, but it's not that much of like an AoE ability. It's much more of a single target burst ability, and so that can be a little tricky. One thing that's also worth noting is when you're channeling the, when you're guiding the rocket and you're on the rocket, you are CC immune and you are damage immune. I'm trying to think, are you damage immune or untargetable? It's like, it's a baby difference, but it's technically a difference. Hold up. Does it say? Damage immune. Okay, so I'm pretty sure if you're guiding the rocket, then you're like, if you got Circuit ulted, you'd no longer be taking damage while you're guiding it. So hypothetically, that's some tech you can use. I don't think it's something that's going to happen very often. I want to say I've used it at some point already, but I've also played a lot of games with Danzaburou, so that doesn't mean a whole lot. Yeah, normally it's an ability you want to guide. Every once in a while the lock-on is more nice because you don't want to put yourself out of position, but a lot of the time it's actually good to put yourself out of position because you can catch someone else that's out of position and just instantly be in their face and melt them. Yeah, I think that's everything. I think we've covered it all. The only other thing you need to think about with the ultimate is there's a long channel time. So late game, if you cast it, there are a lot of situations where it's like, oh, I want to clap somebody. It's late game. They're almost dead. I ult. And then you die while casting the ult because it takes so long to cast. So that's one thing. I don't think it's a bad part of the ability. I actually think it's a really good design. But it's something to think about because it's not normally something you face in Smite where it's like, oh, I died because I cast an ability. That's normally not how things work, right? Let's see if we can get in here. What's up, bud? Oh, he ran this way, huh? Oh, he actually lives from running this way. Whatever, we can just push. Wait, you didn't die? There we go. Wait, what'd she die to? What? Oboe? I guess it like late procced Oboe? Damn, is she tanky? No. Okay, I don't know. I thought I slapped the shit out of her. I got... Okay. Questionable plays, Sobek. Questionable. I don't know why. I don't know why you thought that would work. Oh my god, boys, please hit the tier. Oh, my beads didn't go off. That's awkward. Oh, you don't get to go down, man. Yeah, I don't know why my beads didn't pop. I like straight up made sure this man's about to fearless us, so you're gonna pop that. Whatever. We get a Phoenix. That's pretty cool. Damn, we slapped Duo so hard this game. It was actually ridiculous. I was trying to talk about so many things, and we just, like, casually clapped the shit out of them. And they had such an aggressive lane, dude. They had Sobek Scotty. Alright, let's go back. Let's go get our kins. The build I've been rocking, I feel like it's worth mentioning because we don't normally play ADCs on the channel. But the build I've been rocking that I really like and is at least close to meta, it's incredibly close to meta, is this right here, which is Devos, Boots, Oboe, Atalanta's kin size. You can mess with the order of these three situationally, but normally I think as long as you're still in laning phase when you're buying Oboe, that Oboe's the play, because it ends up giving you more damage against squishies. But it is, if you do want more pen, either getting kins or Atalantas situationally is going to be better for that. If you're dealing with like more tanks and stuff. But this is basically just the meta ADC build right now that you build on almost everybody. The one thing I do that's a little bit different is I like to go Bloodforge last item, which is not at all normal right now, at least as far as I'm aware, but it feels really good to me in this build. You get a little extra lifesteal, you get that that Bloodforge shield if you actually get kills, and you get a ton of power out of it, which this build actually lacks a little bit, so I think that's really, really good. Alright, big FG. I mean, we only have a 15k lead, so I don't know. Could be a little rough, right? It's only 15k. Oh, Nike just wants to clap. I'm down. Wait, did Nike get clapped? Never mind. Never mind. All right, I don't know if we get a I don't know if we get a FG 4v5. Might get a little bit tricky now. Yeah, look at the delay on the taunt, by the way. Oh, I don't. Why do you ult in place for that? What? Can I beads, man? Oh my god. I tried to beads for years. Alright, we just win this fight now. Scotty. Yeah, this tier's so aggressive, man. Like, I respect it. Obviously, I'm a tier player. I respect it. But, maybe up down a little bit less, man. He up downs 24/7. He up downs 1v5. Alright, do we just win game? Boys? We just win game? I don't know why, like, I feel like I landed really good autos early in the game, and then I just, like, have absolutely potatoed in the recent fights. Like, Serket's just, like, running at me point blank, and I'm struggling to land him. But then when I have to 180 to hit her, I land him. I don't get it, man. I don't understand a bit. GG, man. So that was a really quick game, but I'm totally cool with that because that was really just like our little introduction to Danzaburou. We probably will get another Danzaburou video out fairly soon, and when we do that, it'll probably be on Season 8 PTS / Season 8 in general. I'm not sure how much more PTS there's going to be, because I really want to try out ADC in Season 8. It looks like the lane's going to be a decent amount different. It's going to be more so duo lane like it was in this game, but more so duo lane than just you being off on your own farming, which will be fun, and there's going to be some more objectives in duo lane, which I think will be cool as well. Damn, we did a shitload of damage that game. We did 20.5k. As ADC early game. But thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you all enjoyed the video. I'm really excited for Season 8. I hope that we get some Season 8 content out soon. I haven't been paying attention to like Hi-Rez's Twitter or anything, so I haven't been seeing if like they've been advertising when there's going to be more PTS, but I am really eager and really hopeful that that'll be coming out soon, because it kind of sucks that I ended up missing the window of getting to upload PTS because we had stupid mic problems, and then PTS was finally gone once I got it fixed. But hopefully we'll get to see that soon. We'll see. But thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you all enjoyed the video, and I'll see you all in the next one.
I've been seeking for the glory. Say my name. And I've been trying to write my own story in the search for fame. I'm sitting here in this empty room, walls keep tumbling down.